Well, I think I've made some progress. I started with this first initial outside trench to work on grading the outside so it's sloped outside the house, so it's sloped away from the house. I didn't finish this one here because I had another gentleman come out here and he more or less said I was getting a little more ambitious, or too ambitious. What I was thinking was I was gonna level it out all the way out. That's roughly 10 feet out to that first channel that I dug out here. So I was thinking I was gonna notch out, I'd have a nice valley that would come around and wrap around and come down here. And that's, like I said, that's about a 10-foot span from the house to there. Well, he said I was a little over ambitious. This is good and I need to finish trellising out that. I'll start from the bottom and work my way up, and then I'll break it and it'll flow out. But for now, and it flows, I mean, I got good water flow from about the door, the stairway entry going out that way, and then it slopes this way, and it runs just fine. But he was saying I should just go the width of the pad or the skirt pad that comes out, and you see I've got it notched out where it sloped away from the house there in this where we go in through to get to the stairs to go upstairs and down below. So that was the problem. We were pulling up here along the edge and compromising the foundation, even though it's a big pad, but it didn't get underneath. But we had standing water there, and that's only you can see seepage from this first channel I dug with all the water in it. You can see seepage coming through the ground right here. That's not rainwater, that's just from the seepage of the ground coming through. So if I don't have it sloped away from the house, I'm going to have that same problem underneath, and it's going to be soft and it could come down, especially if we put a second deck on it with all that block and mortar and concrete. So that's my project for today and next coming days. It's pretty deep here. Well, I'm guessing that's it's at least 16 inches, 15, 16 inches. But I got this angled down so all this water that was along here should flow right down there. That's angled down to that trench that goes around that I got dug. So I think I've got the initial problem taken care of for the meantime. And then all the water that was gathering up in here, that'll flow right down this slope that I got cut out here away from the house. And a lot of this here from this overhang here. And the other thing he mentioned was that overhang didn't have as steep of a pitch as he would have liked, to his liking, and he seems to tend to do things the right way. So, but this is all the water that was standing here should flow out this pad here. So I'll finish cutting out the rest of it down the way. I started cutting the trench that I marked out yesterday, and we'll go from there. The other thing, it's really difficult go at it. It's nothing but straight, flat out clay full of rocks, and I can't even imagine using a pickaxe would be difficult. Maybe with a point you could do it, but not with the broadside. But when I seen how the other guys are doing it, is they're using a digging spade, a sturdy this got a metal welded handle on it, like Russ Beetle's Punisher shovels, and then I just gotta shovel it out after it's broke up with that spade. You can see where I've got, where it's dug up, with the tines going in the ground, where I got it stuck in and pried back. And we'll just keep going at it. I'll grade this so this line flows all the way out, So this line flows all the way out to this side, just like that first initial trench. And then this one will just go straight into that one, because then I can have a skirt that comes off, and I'll put it underneath on the back side here where we hang our laundry, where the sun can hit it during the day. So there you have it.